Hi, this is Muhammad Imran. How are you? Today we will be discussing another silent letter in English phonology, and that is silent letter G. Before this video, I already uploaded videos on silent letter B, C and D. So the links of this video will be given in description. Please click and watch these videos too. Let's discuss silent letter G in English phonology. So when the letter G comes after the letter N, they form a specific digraph that creates the phoneme N in English phonology. You might ask that what is a digraph? In English phonology, we use two technical terms. One is called consonant cluster, while the other one is called digraph. Now, consonant cluster is a series of consonant sounds which come after each other without a vowel sound. Now, for example, we have a word sports. In sports, we have consonant cluster of two distinct sounds. One is the sound S and other is the sound P, sport. And we have another word, for example, that is play. In play, we have also consonant cluster of two distinct sounds. One is sound P and another one is sound L, play. So in consonant cluster, if there are two consonants, three consonants, or sometimes four consonants, each consonant will produce a distinct sound. While in digraph, we have two consonant letters which will produce one sound. So what is a digraph then? A digraph is the combination of two consonant letters that produce one single sound. Like we have the word sing. So sing is spelled as S-I-N-G. So the letter G comes after letter N, sing. So N and G produce one sound, and that is N, like sing. We have another example of this rule, that is like wing. So wing is spelled as W-I-N-G. So N and G combined gave one single sound, and that is N, like in wing. Or we have word like king. So king is spelled as K-I-N-G. Again, these two consonant letter, that is like a king, N and G. So when the letter G comes after letter N, so they produce a digraph and they produce one sound, that is N, like in king. So we have like word sing, wing, king, ling, shing. How many words you can produce? So these two different consonant letters will produce one sound, right? So in this way, a digraph is different from consonant cluster. In consonant cluster, if we have two sounds, so these two sounds will be different from each other, right? As I told you that we have example of the consonant cluster, like we say snow. In snow, we have sound S and we have sound N, snow. So this is called consonant cluster because these two consonants will produce two distinct sounds. One is S and another one is N. While here, when two consonant letters combine and they produce one sound, so this is called then digraph. And the example of digraph we can see in the form of N and G, or letter N and letter G. Let's discuss some more examples where the letter G is silent. The first word where the letter G is silent is the word assign. So assign is spelled as A-S-S-I-G-N, assign. So what is the rule? The rule is that when G follows letter N, then G would be silent. like the word assign. Another example is in the word benign. So benign is spelled as B-E-N-I-G-N, benign. Again here, first comes G and then comes N. So G plus N. When G comes first and then comes later N, then the G would be silent. And these words are taken or derived from French, Italian, or Old English. Another example where the G is silent is the word campaign. So campaign is spelled as C-A-M-P-A-I-G-N. Again, you can see that here G comes before the letter N, so G is silent here. We say campaign. Another word that we have, that is design. So design is spelled as D-E-I-G-N, design. In the word design, G is also silent. Another word we have that is feign. Feign is spelled as F-E-I-G-N, feign. And we have a word that everybody knows, that is a word foreign. So in foreign, it is spelled as F-O-R-E-I-G-N. Here also the G is silent, right? So we have another word that is resign. So resign is spelled as R-E-I-G-N, resign. And we have a word that everybody, that is the word sign, S-I-G-N. Again here the letter G is silent. And we have a word sovereign. In sovereign also G is silent because it comes before letter N and it is spelled as S-O-V-E-R-E-I-G-N, sovereign. So here that is the rule when the G, it comes before letter N. So G plus N, then the letter G would be occasionally silent, right? There is another rule. There are certain verbs which end with GN where the G is silent. However, if you change the word form from the verbs to noun or adjective by adding suffix, so then we do pronounce the letter G. Then there G is not silent. For example, we have the word or a verb assign. So assign is spelled as A-S-S-I-G-N. Here the G is silent. But when we change the word form from a verb to a noun and we say assignation, so then in assignation we do pronounce the letter G. So assignation is spelled as A-S-S-I-G-N-A-T-I-O-N, assignation. We have another word, for example, design. So there is a verb, design. Here G silent, D-E-S-I-G-N, design, G silent. But when we change the word form and we say designation from design, right? So then in designation, the letter G is pronounced. So the designation is spelled as D-E-S-I-G-N-A-T-I-O-N, designation. We have a verb resign, R-E-S-I-G-N. Here the G is silent. But when we say resignation, right, the word resignation, so then we do pronounce the letter G in resignation, R-E-S-I-G-A-T-I-O-N. So resign is a verb and resignation is a noun. So when we change the word form, word formation process, you may have learned, right, in morphology. So one, we have the word resign, it's a verb, G silent. And in resignation, when we transform the word from the verb to noun, so then we do pronounce the letter G, right? So this is a rule. The last example, we have the verb sign. So sign is spelled as S-I-G-N, and here the G is silent. but when we change the word form from a verb to a noun and we say signatory. So signatory is spelled as S-I-G-N-A-T-O-R-Y. So in signatory, we do pronounce the letter G. So this is okay. Another rule that when we use these words as verbs, so then G is silent before the letter N. But when we change the word form from a verb to a noun or adjective, then we do pronounce the letter G. So this was all about silent G in English phonology. Thank you so much. It was all about silent letters. We will discuss some more silent letters in coming videos. So please don't forget to subscribe and like the channel that you get all the new videos related to phonetics and phonology. Thank you so much.